Hey YouTube, I'm back this time with my Candle Day haul for 2019. I bought quite a few of candles that I'm going to share with you guys. I also bought some odds and ends just like to get to coupons or because I had coupons for free items or a free gift or whatever. So I'm just going to jump right in and share those with you. So what I'm going to be doing when I haul these candles is I'm just going to be putting them in one of these bags that they were giving out if you bought increments of 12. Like I said, I wound up buying 31. So, oh, did I say that already? Well, anyway, I bought 31. So yeah, I have a couple of those bags. I had one from 2015, like the old school kind of like red ones. But yeah, now I just have a couple. I hardly ever use that bag, by the way. Like I use it on Candle Day, definitely. But the only other time that I really use it is if I'm going to Bath and Body Works and I have an agenda to buy like at least 3 candles. So yeah, so I use it sometimes, but while I appreciate it, it's not like, oh man, I've got to have this bag so I'll use it all the time. Like, you know me throughout the year, like on a normal day in Bath and Body Works, I'm not really buying that much stuff. It's just that when there's a good sale and it's the best it'll be all year, then I tend to go a little ham with it. So that's what I did today. So without any further ado, I'm just going to jump right in and get started. The first thing that I do want to share with you though is I did get a couple of these coupons. These coupons are only good for a couple of days. They are good officially. They're good the 20th through the 24th, but you guys know we have our 3-day grace period 2 ways. It is the free gift with any $10 purchase up to a $16.50 value. I may or may not use these. I'm not really sure. I'll hang on to them and just kind of think about it. But in terms of Bath and Body Works hauling, I think that I might be pretty out of commission between now and SAS. So we'll see what these end up doing for me or not doing for me. But yeah, I did get 4 of them. So yeah, I think that if you're in the market for Bath and Body Works, like I feel like this is a fine deal. If I needed anything from Bath and Body Works right now, I would definitely hang on to these, but I don't. So we'll kind of see what happens with that. But that's that, and I'm going to first start with the odds and ends that I bought and then get into the actual candle. So I had a coupon for a free full-sized item with any $10 purchase, and I purchased a shower gel. Well, I got a shower gel of In the Stars. In the Stars is not something that I want to use like all the time, but I think it's actually a pretty nice fragrance. I tried it for the first time last winter and really enjoyed it, so I purchased another one. The keynotes are Starflower, Sandalwood Musk, Sugar Tangelo, White Agar Wood, I don't know what that is, and Radiant Amber. So yeah, I think it smells like just kind of a generally almost like citrusy perfume, but it's not especially heavy, which is why I like it. So yeah, it's a nice fragrance. I enjoy having In the Stars. I also had a coupon for a free gift, so basically like a travel size item or something little. So I decided to also pick up a travel size of In the Stars. So at first I was thinking about like maybe getting, I don't know, like a Pretty as a Peach or you know, Beautiful Day or whatever, but I figured I can get that in the springtime. So yeah. I also picked up, just to get me to a $30 coupon, because I have a 10 off 30 coupon with the free gift coupon, I purchased 3 candles and that got me, I think, to like $28.50 or something like that, but I needed to get to 30. So I decided to just pick up 1 pocket back in Fresh Sparkling Snow. Under normal circumstances, fresh Sparkling Snow is not really my thing, but I think I want to try it out in a pocket back because it's a little too fruity and like in your face, I think, for home fragrance. But I think in a pocket back, it actually might be pretty good. I tend to have different tastes when it comes to pocket backs and soaps than I do for like any kind of body care or home fragrance. So I wanted to pick that up just to see how it goes. All right, so that's all my random stuff. Now I'm going to get into my actual candle haulage. So I'm going to start with my like Christmas and winter candles, and then I'll get into springtime stuff and anything I can enjoy year round. So this first one is Peppermint Marshmallow. Keynotes are crushed peppermint, fluffy marshmallows, powdered sugar with essential oils. I'm not going to go in depth just because a lot of us already know these, and plus I've got a lot going on here, but yeah, it's just a great, like, kind of heavy on the marshmallow chocolate fragrance, and I really enjoy it. So yeah, at least I think that like there would be a little bit of a chocolate almost like a chocolate powder, like if you crushed an Oreo. Like I can get a little bit of that vibe in it. It's definitely heavier on the peppermint marshmallow, but I feel like sometimes peppermint kind of like eases into like almost like a chocolatey vibe, and that's kind of why I get that from this. So yeah, peppermint marshmallow. I had one last year, really enjoyed it, so I decided to just pick up one for this year. My next one that I picked up is a frosted cranberry in this packaging, and the key notes are iced cranberries, blonde woods, red apple, tonka bean. Those notes are a little bit different than what they've been in the past, but it's still the same great fragrance. I love frosted cranberry, and in fact, let me actually grab the other one. I actually picked up two. So I picked up the first one in this holiday traditions packaging, but actually my husband was with me. I dragged him along to Bath and Body Works with me because he stood in line while I shopped. Like we tag teamed that situation. So yeah, he like he's the person who never cares at all about candles, but while he was kind of like waiting in the huge line, he picked up a frosted cranberry because I don't think he realized I already got one. But yeah, like anytime he actually likes a candle, I definitely pick up a couple just to, you know, have an environment that he can enjoy too. So yeah, 2 frosted cranberries. I'm not mad at it. I love frosted cranberry. So those are those 2. Other winter stuff I also picked up, speaking of 2 items, is 2 tree farms. I recently purchased, or I exchanged one, but it never made it in a video just because it was just an exchange. So yeah, I picked up 2 English people, 2 additional tree farms. So I will in total have 3 this winter. So I actually didn't pick up any fresh balsam, kind of unusual for me, but I think Tree Farm's actually a little bit better, and I can't believe I'm saying that because I love fresh balsam, but I think that this is just a little nicer, a little smoother, less in your face. And actually, the weird thing is, I felt like when I compared the fresh balsams to this, I felt like a lot of the fresh balsams this year were kind of weak compared to how they normally are. So yeah, like I still love my fresh balsam, but I decided to pick up Tree Farm instead. So, and I love this packaging, by the way, it's really nice. So those are my tree farms. I also picked up just one of the New York cherry cheesecake. I picked this up at the second store that I went to. I went to 2 on Candle Day, by the way. So yeah, cherry cheesecake. The keynotes are creamy vanilla, juicy red cherries, graham cracker crust. I don't really get, well, maybe a little bit of graham cracker, but you'd have to like sit there and think about it. But yeah, I think it just smells like a nice cherry vanilla. So I'm not like, oh my god, like I need 100 of these. Like, no, I'm good with 1. And then if I find some at SAS, if I decide that I'm just totally in love with it, I'll just kind of press my luck there. But yeah, I really am happy that I picked this up. So I decided this year to not get any candles that I was just kind of like whatever about. Like I really wanted to have like had it on my list or be very passionate about it. So that's why I didn't pick up like a ton from, you know, like Land of Sweets or whatever. Like I've got a couple, but it's not like crazy from that collection. Because even though there's a lot of hype, at the end of the day, if I'm not passionate about the fragrance itself, it is what it is. But speaking of which, Land of Sweets, I also picked up a crushed candy cane. I had a crushed candy last year and loved it. I think it is very authentic. And again, I can't believe I'm saying it, but I like it more than Twisted Peppermint. So I still love my Twisted Peppermint. That's still my baby. But crushed candy cane is where it's at if you want something really authentic. You can definitely smell the peppermint, and you can smell that kind of like waxy coating or whatever goes on candy canes. So yeah, I love it. Keynotes, crunchy peppermint, white sugar crystals, frosted mint leaf, whatever. It just smells like a candy cane. Smells so good. Love it. Authentic. And the last one that I got from Land of Sweets is a repeat from last year. This is the blueberry sugar. I melted a blueberry sugar last year, really enjoyed it. It says sweet blueberries, brown sugar, graham cracker crust. I don't get anything kind of like brown sugar-esque or graham cracker crust. I don't get anything bakery out of it. To me, it smells like blueberry candy. It smells kind of like a hard candy to me. So I enjoy it. I don't enjoy it enough to really hoard it, as you're kind of seeing here, but I do like it once in a while, so I decided to pick up 1. And I picked up also, like I said, a Twisted Peppermint. It's always my OG, so while I love crushed candy cane, I've got to have one of these too. This is distinctly different than crushed candy cane. This to me smells more body care-esque, whereas I would eat crushed candy cane, if you know what I mean. So the key notes are cool peppermint, sugared snow, vanilla, buttercream, fresh balsam, hint of musk. Yeah, I'm definitely getting like a peppermint musk out of it. It's something I would wear on my body or like put in my house as home fragrance. So yeah, still a good one, but definitely not edible. And the last two winter candles that I picked up are again from the Holiday Traditions collection. This is Sugared Snickerdoodle. I picked up a Sugared Snickerdoodle in the fall line just kind of on a whim and loved it, absolutely loved it. So I decided to pick up two. Now on cold, it smells like an actual Sugardoodle, or Snickerdoodle, excuse me, Snickerdoodle. I definitely get like a buttery cinnamon cookie, but actually when it melts, I got very much so like a sugared roasted nuts kind of vibe. Like whenever you go to a convention or if you go to Cabela's, I'm a little embarrassed that I know this, but at Cabela's, when you check out at their cashier like registers, they have those like heated boxes, I guess, of like Bavarian nuts, and they have a distinct fragrance to them, and I feel like this smells exactly like that. So like I don't ever buy them and eat them, it's not really my thing, but I think they smell really wonderful. And on warm, I think the Sugared Snickerdoodle candle smells just like it. It's so lovely. So that's it for winter candles. I'm gonna go into kind of like the spring pushes, I guess, that they've done. So next I'll go into White Barn Core. I, to my own surprise, picked up a watermelon lemonade. I decided to pick it up at the very end just to get me to 6 candles in a crate, but also because, again, I want some sweet stuff just because my husband hates you know, like all florals and bakery and whatever. He's really picky about what he likes. So I decided to just give it a try. I haven't had a watermelon lemonade in like forever because to me it's just kind of heavy, but I wanted to try it out again and see if my tastes have just changed. If not, I'll just exchange it. It is what it is. But yeah, watermelon lemonade. Key notes are watermelon ice, sparkling water, Meyer lemon. I wish that watermelon lemonade would be a little bit lighter, a little bit more like something I would want to drink, but yeah, it definitely smells like very heavy to me. The next one that I picked up is another new, so not new, but a returning item that is new for spring 2020 in White Barn Core. It is Flower Shop. So I bought this from the second store, like I said, also with the watermelon lemonade. Like I bought it like late in the day. So yeah, I bought this at the second store. They were like pretty depleted of like pretty much everything. So they were setting out their spring lines for White Barn Core. So I decided to pick up one of these. I had this in the like love you or whatever kind of packaging last spring for Valentine's Day and I really adored this candle. And yeah, it is a little bit heavy, so if you don't like florals, like please stay away from this, but I like florals. It's kind of my thing. The keynotes are sweet lilac, pink freesia, hyacinth. There's definitely like a green floral vibe, by the way, so you have to enjoy the smell of like stems and that kind of thing. But yeah, if you do, I love this, love it. I've had this throughout the years in a number of different candles and I've really enjoyed it, so I decided to pick up one more. The next one that I picked up is one more Mahogany Teak Wood. I recently melted one, and so I'll be melting in another one probably in about February or so. And so yeah, it just smells like Fierce from Abercrombie & Fitch. Keynotes: rich mahogany, black teak wood, dark oak, frosted lavender. Yeah, it smells great. It smells like a cologne fragrance, and that's it. And the last one from the White Barn Core is also a new item for spring. It is Island Papaya. This had like a cutesy kind of flamingo package last year that was really good. Last year my husband commented that he really enjoyed Island Papaya, so I decided to pick up another one. It is just a very nice, a little bit heavy tropical fruit fragrance. So papayas are very lush. They're kind of heavy in general. Like if you've ever actually eaten papaya or if you have had papaya juice, it's very like thick, heavy, whatever. So I feel like this smells pretty on point with an actual papaya. Keynotes are tropical coconut, fresh papaya, sugarcane. And I feel like, yeah, those are good notes. I feel like, I don't know that I get so much coconut, but yeah, definitely a sugared papaya. So yeah, smells pretty good. Next one that I picked up is, you know, kind of like their, I don't know if I would say a spring preview because these come out all the time, but it's like this kind of packaging that I know what you guys, like, you guys saw this. So, Georgia Peach, I picked up 3 of them, so I'll just show 1, but yeah, I picked up 3. My husband and I both really enjoy Georgia Peach. I could enjoy it, excuse me, any time of year. The keynotes are Juicy Peaches, Dew Covered Leaves, Hint of Vanilla. These are the same notes we've had for a couple years, same fragrance. Absolutely fantastic. Love Georgia Peach. So there's 1, 2, and 3. I don't break my candles. Speaking of that collection, I also picked up 3 in Pineapple Mango, another one that my husband really enjoys, and I enjoy it too. I can enjoy this any time of year. The first time I had Pineapple Mango was actually in the winter several years ago, so I almost like associate Pineapple Mango with being a winter fragrance, even though it's not really. The keynotes are fresh pineapple, juicy mango, vine ripened raspberry, so I love it. Smells like kind of fakey, but it smells really nice, very tropical, and I think it's a really great break from like anything that's heavy, anything kind of like wintry, spicy, you know, it gives you that break if that's something you want. If you want to kind of like cleanse your winter palette, this is a good one for that. So like I said, I picked up 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed having old muscles with me at Candle Day. It was very nice to have him there. From that collection, I picked up just 1 Mahogany Coconut. I like Mahogany Coconut, but not enough to have like a ton every year. It's kind of like an annual Mahogany Coconut that I can enjoy. The keynotes are Creamy Coconut, Mahogany Woods, English Lavender. So yeah, it's just Mahogany Teak Wood with some coconut. It is what it is. Like I said, I like it maybe about like once a year and then I'm kind of done. But because this is the cheapest it'll ever go, and I can usually count on finding Mahogany Coconut at Candle Day, Carpe diem, man, just pick it up then. All right, so that's it from kind of like that spring line. I also picked up some of the floral items that White Barn had pushed. So I did not pick up Winter Daisy. I didn't dislike it, but I thought that it was just like kind of fine and a little bit nondescript, and I just like the other florals better. So I only found, unfortunately, 1 fresh cut lilacs. I would have picked up more, but I didn't find any more. But I'll pick more of these up in the spring for sure. So fresh cut lilacs, a spring staple for me. The keynotes are lilac bouquets, dewy greens, soft spring air. So yeah, it just smells like lilacs. I really enjoy the smell of lilacs. When I was growing up, I had a huge lilac bush in my backyard. So I have memories with this fragrance, and I feel like this smells pretty on point. It's a little heavy, like a tiny bit heavy. But besides that, I really enjoy it. I think it smells great. The next one that I picked up is actually 2. I tried Ballerina Rose and I really enjoyed it. It definitely smells very green. It's kind of like Flower Shop, but like less heavy and definitely distinctly rose, in the sense that you gotta get down with like a stem type of fragrance to like Ballerina Rose, Ballerina Rose. The keynotes are Ballerina Rose petals, soft peony blossoms, and summer greenery. So yeah, definitely a green stem fragrance. So if you're not like really into florals, I wouldn't suggest it. But yeah, I love florals, and I think that they just add a really nice brightness to the apartment or to wherever you live. So those are those. I also picked up 2 more in that collection. I picked up another spring staple, which for me is White Gardenia, Rainforest Gardenia, Summer Gardenia, I don't know, whatever Bath & Body Works wants to call it in that particular second. But yeah, classic White Gardenia, sweet apple water, bamboo, and white woods. White Gardenia is definitely very heavy. You definitely have to be down with florals to enjoy this, but you know, like I've been saying, florals are my thing during spring. Spring is my favorite season at Bath & Body Works. It's my favorite season in general, so I really enjoy a great floral. So White Gardenia, I love it, love it. My husband doesn't though, so I will only be using these up when he's out of town. And the very last ones I used purchased are a couple of summer ones and then also like a year-round one from Aromatherapy. The Aromatherapy item that I picked up is Love Rose and Vanilla. I've had this a couple of times, have always loved it, so I decided to pick up one more when the price was right. Key notes are, I mean, is it just rose and vanilla? Rose oil and vanilla extract, yeah. So, yeah, it's just rose water and ivy. Great fragrance. I think it's less in your face than like Ballerina Rose or Flower Shop or, you know, whatever. So if you want a floral, but you can't handle or you don't want to handle like the greenery with it too, this is a better alternative for you. So again, rose water and ivy is a great fragrance. I'm really glad that Bath & Body Works is having like a good rose moment for the last, like, I don't know, year and a half. And yeah, I think it's serving them well. So this is a great one to try. The last three that I picked up, because that was number 28, are a couple summer items. I found a random summer boardwalk with this packaging. I saw a lot of summer boardwalks with like that wraparound white packaging, which was cool, but this is the one I saw first. I also saw some White Barn Core in summer boardwalk, but yeah, I just picked up this one because it was right there. And I knew that I wanted to pick one up. So the keynotes are caramel glazed popcorn, warm taffy apples, salty sweet cream. I never liked it until this past year, and then I just kind of tried it, and I felt like it was a teensy bit weak in my warmer, which is probably why I liked it, because usually I stayed away just because, even for me, it was a little heavy, and I just couldn't deal with it. But yeah, I decided to just take a chance and see how it went, and I actually enjoyed it. So my husband also really hates this one to the point where it gives him headaches. So just like the white gardenia, this is another one I'll be using when he's out of town. And then finally, the very last two I picked up, these are actually the first two candles I picked up the entire day. I'm really glad that I saw them because this is like my baby in terms of spring and summer, is 2 Pink Apple Punch from last year. I really love that kind of like, it's not wraparound, but like kind of large letters there with the light pink wax. I feel like this packaging, this entire line that Bath & Body Works did was really nicely done. The key notes are, let's see, green apple, juicy honey crisp, pink melon punch. So yeah, Pink Apple Punch. These notes have changed. It used to be like Pink Lady Apple, champagne, and something or other, I don't know. But yeah, it's still the same fragrance that it's always been. I know that some people don't like Pink Apple Punch because they find it to be very fakey, very synthetic, and I can see what they mean, but I actually really enjoy it. I think it smells very bright and very sweet. Pink Lady apples are my favorite kind of apple just because I like how sweet they are. And so yeah, I really enjoy this fragrance, and I'm really glad that I picked up 2. This spring and summer, if it comes back, I'll be picking up more, by the way. Like, it's kind of my thing. It's kind of a ride or die in terms of like just a fragrance to always fall back on. So that is it for my candle day haul for 2019. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I think I'm a little bit out of commission for Bath & Body Works just because I need like nada because I've been hauling recently. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Otherwise, it will probably be until SAS that you see another haul from me. So in the meantime, please make sure that you're liking, commenting, and subscribing. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at YellowBrickExpat, same way it's spelled here. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.